Hello and Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to my live session on Facebook and LinkedIn. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes or time from your busy day to join me on Facebook and LinkedIn. So, today I want to talk about a dream that is very close to my heart, my journey, and a goal of becoming a global educationist. This session is not just about my goal, but about the future of education and how we can grow as learners and educators in a connected world. So, I hope by the end of this session, we will all reflect on how education can cross borders and create meaningful impact globally. My name is Iram Mushtaq, and I am deeply passionate about education, learning, and personal growth. I work closely in the field of education and continuously strive to improve my skills so I can contribute positively to students and learning communities. My long term goal is to become a global educationist. A global educationist is someone who understands diverse education systems, embraces technology, and helps create learning opportunities that are accessible and impactful worldwide. Through this journey, I am learning not only about teaching methods but also about leadership, innovation, and global collaboration in education. So, I am going to discuss and ask and learn about global education. That is my goal with AI mod sarapaji.com about the global education and its challenges. So let me open the voice mode of sarabaji.com for this session. Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you. How can I help you today?
Okay, you know that we talk daily and we always talk about global education. That is my goal. I want to become a global educationist and I want to discuss with you and I want to learn from you about my goal for more clarification and for more understanding. So, are you ready for this live session with me? By the way, I want to tell you that we are live on Facebook and LinkedIn. I will upload this session on YouTube too. So I prepared a list of questions about global education and the challenges which are in the way of global education. So are you ready for this discussion with me?
Yes, I'm ready to discuss global education with you. Feel free to ask your questions about the challenges. I'll do my best to provide helpful information.
Okay, thank you. So I am asking my first question, that is, how can a global educationist adopt to different cultural values and teaching styles across countries?
That's a great question. A global educationist needs to be adaptable and culturally sensitive. This involves understanding and appreciating the different values and teaching styles they encounter. They should be open to learning from different cultural perspectives and incorporating these into their teaching methods. Specific cultural contexts you're interested in knowing more about?
You said that a global educationist needs to be adaptable and culturally sensitive, okay? And this involves understanding and appreciating the different values and teaching styles they encounter. So they should be open to learning from different cultural perspectives and incorporating these into their teaching methods. Okay, I understand your answer. So I'm moving toward my second question, that is, what strategies can help bridge the gap between traditional education and modern digital learning?
Bridging the gap between traditional and modern digital learning requires a balanced approach. One strategy is to integrate digital tools in ways that complement traditional methods rather than replace them completely. For example, using online resources for research or interactive exercises can enhance traditional lessons. Are there specific digital tools you're interested in exploring?
Can you suggest me modern, digital, and latest tool which can help me?
Certainly. Some modern digital tools that can be helpful include platforms for virtual classrooms like Zoom or Google Meet, interactive learning platforms like Kahoot or Quizlet, and virtual reality tools for immersive experiences. Are any of those interesting to you?
Tell me about virtual reality tools for immersive experiences.
Virtual reality tools can offer immersive learning experiences that take students beyond the classroom. They could explore ancient civilizations, visit different geographical regions, or even participate in simulated science experiments. This can make learning more engaging and memorable. Would you like to know more about specific VR applications for education?
Yes, tell me more about this VR application for education. And you said that immersive experience. What do you mean by immersive experience?
An immersive experience is one that feels very real and engaging, making you feel like you are actually there. With VR applications, students can experience things they might otherwise not have access to, like visiting historical sites or exploring the human body in 3D. Would you like to know more about specific VR applications for education?
Okay, tell me the name of specific VR application for education, for geography, for medical sciences, for chemistry, for mathematics, and for computer and all the subjects.
There are many VR applications available. For geography, Google Expeditions can offer virtual tours. For medical sciences, applications like OSO VR can help with surgical training. For chemistry, there are simulations for conducting experiments. Are there any specific subjects you'd like to learn more about?
Tell me about chemistry.
For chemistry, there are VR applications that allow students to visualize molecules and chemical reactions in 3D. They can also conduct virtual chemistry experiments without the need for a physical lab, which can be safer and more accessible. Are you interested in learning about specific chemistry VR apps?
How can I get these apps freely online?
Some VR applications may be free to use, while others may have pricing models, such as a subscription fee or purchase cost. Availability and pricing can change, so it's best to check the specific VR app's website or platform for the latest information. Were you looking for a specific app to check?
Okay, I will search about them for these apps and I will check them. Okay, I'm moving toward my next question, that is, how can educators ensure equal access to quality education worldwide?
Ensuring equal access to quality education requires addressing various challenges, such as infrastructure disparities, lack of trained educators, and cultural barriers. Leveraging digital tools can help bridge some of these gaps, but also requires ensuring equitable access to technology. Do you have any specific strategies in mind for addressing these challenges?
Okay, you said that we can ensure equal access to quality education require addressing various challenges such as infrastructure disparities and lack of trained educators and cultural barriers. Okay, so can you tell me about the infrastructure disparities, how we can solve this challenge? Firstly, you define me what do you mean by infrastructure disparities?
Infrastructure disparities refer to the differences in the quality and availability of physical and digital infrastructure, such as schools, electricity, internet access, and technology, between different regions or communities. These disparities can make it harder for some students to access quality education. Does that make sense?
Okay, now I understand what do you mean by uh, what do you mean by infrastructure disparities? Now, explain me about the cultural barriers. Firstly, define the cultural barriers and how I can solve this issue for global education.
Cultural barriers can include things like differences in educational beliefs, language, customs, and values that can impact the learning experience. To address these, it's important to promote cultural understanding and respect, adapt educational materials to reflect diverse backgrounds, and provide language support if needed. Are there any specific cultural barriers you'd like to discuss further?
Now I understand the cultural barrier and how I can remove it with the help of educational material and cultural understanding and respect and language support. Okay, and the next thing you tell me about is the let me find it. You said that leveraging from digital tool can help me to bridge some of these gaps. So how can leveraging from digital tool can help me to cover these gaps? Explain this to me.
Digital tools can help bridge educational gaps in several ways. They can provide access to educational materials and resources that might not be available in some areas. They can offer personalized learning experiences, adapting to different learning styles and paces. And they can facilitate communication and collaboration between students and educators from different backgrounds. Are you interested in a specific way digital tools can help?
Okay. So your session was ended. I started again a conversation with you. I am moving toward my next question. That is my last question. How can language barriers be reduced in international learning environment?
That's a great things like creating inclusive classrooms, offering language support, and encouraging cross-cultural communication can help. Are you thinking about specific situations?
Okay, no, I understand your answer. What ethical responsibilities does a globalist carry?
Global educationists have a responsibility to promote respect, understanding, and equity. They should teach in a way that values different perspectives and encourages students to become culturally competent citizens. Is there a particular ethical area you're interested in?
Okay, you said that global educationists have the responsibility to promote the respect and understanding and equity. Okay, then you said that they should teach in a way that values different perspectives and encourage students to become culturally competent citizen. So, what do you mean by culturally competent citizen? Firstly, give me definition of this and then explain this point with example.
A culturally competent citizen is someone who understands and respects different cultures. They can interact effectively with people from various backgrounds and communicate in ways that are polite and appropriate in different cultural contexts. For example, a student who understands that direct eye contact is seen as respectful in some cultures, but rude in others, is demonstrating cultural competence. They can adapt their behavior to ensure a positive interaction. Does that make sense?
Okay, I understand this. Can you give me another example for culturally competent citizenship?
Sure. Another example is someone who understands that different cultures value time differently. For instance, in some cultures, being a few minutes late to a meeting is normal, while in others, it's considered disrespectful. A culturally competent person would be mindful of this and adjust their punctuality accordingly. Does that help clarify?
Now you clarify, answer more with example. So I want to end up this session with you with the ending lines. As we conclude today's session, I want to remind everyone that becoming a global educationist is not just about reaching a title. It is about continuous learning, empathy, and commitment to improving education for all. So, thank you for listening and being a part of this conversation. I truly appreciate your time and support. If you have thoughts or ideas, so I would love to hear them in the comments. Let us continue working together to build a future where education connects the world and empowers every learner. Thank you and have a wonderful day.